So, would you please stand for the entrance of the bridal party?
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can help falling in love with you.
We're here today to celebrate the marriage of Luke and Stacey, and on their behalf I welcome you. I know it means a great deal to them that you can be here to share in their happiness on this special occasion. This place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages, and we're here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Luke Alistair Papps and Stacey Louise Flight. Luke and Stacey, before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are now about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. If any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. That's long enough, I think. One of the many historic customs involved in the wedding ceremony is the giving away. Today, this act is seen as a symbol of support for the marriage and a promise of continued trust and affection from family and friends. So I will now ask, who gives Stacey to be married to Luke?
I do.
Thank you very much. Take your seat now. Luke and Stacey, you have found in each other happiness, fulfilment and love. And now you wish to offer each other the security which comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. Marriage is a decision made by two people to share their lives and their experiences. It is a willingness to accept each other for who they are. Marriage means making a commitment to cooperation, friendship and mutual respect. It is the best in living, sharing good times, understanding, forgiving. It is contentment, joy, laughter, believing in each other and supporting hopes and dreams. So I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. So you first, Luke. Are you, Luke Alistair Papps, free lawfully to marry Stacey Louise Flight?
I am.
Are you, Stacey Louise Flight, free lawfully to marry Luke Alistair Papps?
I am.
And now the solemn moment has come, when Luke and Stacey make their formal contract before you all. So if it's easy for you to do so, would you please stand in support? This is you first, Luke. Repeat after me. I, Luke Alistair Papps,
I, Luke Alistair Papps,
take you, Stacey Louise Flight,
take you, Stacey Louise Flight,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I, Stacey Louise Flight,
I, Stacey Louise Flight,
take you, Luke Alistair Papps,
take you, Luke Alistair Papps,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Thank you very much. Will all guests please be seated? So Luke and Stacey have chosen to make personal promises to each other today. So again, this is a repeat after me. Will you first?
Okay.
I pledge that from this day,
I pledge that from this day,
I will love you, comfort and encourage you,
I will love you, comfort and encourage you,
honour and respect you,
honour and respect you,
and be faithful, honest and devoted to you,
to be faithful, honest and devoted to you,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
I pledge that from this day,
I pledge that from this day,
I will love you, comfort and encourage you,
I will love you, comfort and encourage you,
honour and respect you,
honour and respect you,
and be faithful, honest and devoted to you,
and be faithful, honest and devoted to you,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
It is a tradition in this country for the marriage contract to be sealed by the giving and receiving of rings. A ring has no beginning and no end, an unbroken circle that symbolises unending and everlasting love. It is the outward sign of the lifelong promises you have made to each other. So please may we have the rings? Just open the box and let Luke take out Stacey's ring. And if you could step to one side, just hover it over the tip of her ring finger, the third finger there, and repeat these words. I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my love and commitment to you.
of my love and commitment to you.
Wear it with love and as a sign
Wear it with love and as a sign
of all we have promised and done this day.
of all that we have promised and done this day.
Now push the ring on, all the way on. Lovely, thank you. And the other ring, please. Thanks, and you take a seat now. Well done, thank you. And you hold out your...
It's easy to do this one.
hold his hand in support.
Yeah.
And hover the ring over the tip of his finger and repeat these words. I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my love and commitment to you.
of my love and commitment to you.
Wear it with love and as a sign
Wear it with love and as a sign
of all we have promised and done this day.
of all we have promised and done this day.
Now push the ring home. Well done, thank you. Marriage is a commitment for life in which people can find and bring out the best in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. When two people pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique to themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written word. Marriage is a promise which you have both taken and has been made in the hearts of two people who clearly love one another. So it's my privilege to declare you are now husband and wife, and you may kiss each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our official duties for today. So on behalf of my colleague Sarah and myself, we'd like to wish you both every happiness in your marriage. And I'm sure you're going to have a fantastic day celebrating with them this afternoon. So, could I ask you please to stand one last time for the exit of the very new Mr. and Mrs. Papps.
speeches. Up first with the father of the bride, Mark.
Hello. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I know some of you would have to travel, but it's lovely that you're all here to be part of the day. It's great to see so many people celebrating their marriage. I'd also like to thank Stacey's mum for everything she's done for Stacey to get her to this point in her life. I know it's not always been easy. That's my fault.
Yeah. I agree. Once
And Stacey, yeah, you did. You got me when I first saw you. Well done. I'll get me on back in a minute. I think you look absolutely beautiful today. Like, so I think you and all the bridesmaids just looked amazing, and they're beautiful to see. The only time Stacey's really been early, because she was late today, is when she was born. She was born 10 weeks early. She weighed 2 pounds 4, and her sister weighed 1 pound 8. We didn't know if they'd survive more than a few hours, but they did. And after lots of scary moments and a lot of prepare for the worst, after a few months they were allowed home. We didn't get along with Tara, but after 25 years Stacey's grown into a beautiful, amazing, loving, kind, thoughtful and funny young woman that I'm proud to have as a daughter. And I love her more than she'll ever know. When she's grown up, I just wanted her to be happy. And I hope that one day she'd meet somebody special, and she has. She met Luke. When they first met, she told me, so I told my mates, as I do. The responses were, don't scare him off, and don't kill him. Well, 7 years later, he's still here, and he's still alive. That's because he makes her happy. He treats her right, and he treats her how a dad would want his daughter to be treated. And I love and respect him for that. I do. You're a good lad. He's one of the nicest, most decent, polite, and respectful people I've ever met. And I'm proud to have him as a son-in-law. And I know he's going to look after her, or I'll kill him. So I know traditionally I'm supposed to offer words of advice, but I don't need to. They've done everything their own way, and it's gone pretty well so far. They've organised and planned everything today themselves, and I think it's amazing. And I'm proud of them both. So my advice is in general. A lifetime seems like a long time, but it's not. Make the most of every day. Do the things you want to do, and go to the places you want to go to together. And Luke, I do have some advice for you. If Stacey ever gives you details of a meeting or an appointment, double check those details. She gave me the details once for a family funeral.
Oh yeah.
I turned up at Gloucester Creme about 15 minutes before it started. Walked around the front and there were probably 40 people there. I didn't know one of them. So I gave it another 5 minutes. There were about 100 people there by now. And I still didn't know anyone. And I was stood there like a meerkat looking. So I tried ringing her, but her phone was turned off. The hearse come up the road and it went round and I saw the flowers in the back window said Gran. Then it came down the other side and the flowers in the other side said Doris. I didn't know a Doris. The reason her phone was turned off is because she was in Dursley Church at the time at a funeral. So I thought, great, nice one, love. I'll wait till the end, let everyone go in first, and then I'll sneak off. It was going great till an old lady came up to me, told me it was lovely to see me after all these years. Hadn't I grown? And being as she didn't know the way, could she follow me to the bowls club afterwards for the sandwiches? So thanks, love. So just a word of warning, mate. All right.
Yeah.
Told you I'd get you back for crying. So I'm proud of you both. Today is amazing, and I know you're going to be fine going forward for the rest of your lives. I hope you have many healthy years together, full of love, happiness and laughter. Now if you'd like to, grab your glasses and join me in a toast to the happy couple. Thank you. Now I'm going to pass you over to Max, who potentially is going to ruin my impression of Luke, because now I'm going to find out what he's like when he's not with me.
Wow, that was a pretty good speech, I will say. I don't think mine's going to be as good as yours, Mark. Shortly. Well, I want to just thank you for the amazing speech. That was something special. I'm sure we can appreciate that from all of us. It's always a tricky one going second, I will say. Either you live up to the first one, or you outshine them. Maybe not in this case. Either way, I hope neither of them happens here. So all I'll do is share my journey that I've shared with Luke and Stacey, and hopefully not embarrass Luke too much. It's an honour though to be participating in this wedding today with everyone here. It's a true pleasure to be among everyone here today. I'm sure we can all agree on that. What do I say about Luke? Well, I'll probably start at the beginning on how our friendship grew. It was just simply two young boys wanting to share our newfound skill in driving. We didn't meet too young, a bit later on in life. Very quickly I soon grew quite fond of Luke's company. It was clear he was a very kind and funny individual. Can't say the same for myself, of course. Our friendship grew mostly on our ability to talk openly with one another on many different subjects, but mutually allow each other to express deeper feelings that they couldn't share with anyone else. With Luke, he was looking to talk about his feelings towards his religion during a rather difficult time in his life. This was a pivotal moment in his life, a crossroads that would help him shape the next chapter in his life. We all know the current stance he takes, not fully involved, but still keeping one foot through the door. Our friendship was not exclusively bound on this mutual respect, a free expression, but we had many laughs over the years. Tough moments, hurdles to overcome, but out of respect for Luke, I'm going to not share everything here. Those who know of those stories, there's a few people here today, I'm sure they can all reminisce on those. One of the many traits of Luke has been the obsession to be right. His laugh says a lot there, I think. I've lost count of the amount of times you've all been looking to walk to a location. There you go, his laugh says everything here. We're typically following a route that we all already know. Luke, however, has a habit of pointing out, oh, it's okay, I know a faster route. Let's go on that route, why not? Usually, we'll all take the familiar route, and in doing so, Luke would insist and would then take the route that he thinks the fastest. Of course, he ends up there first, but we'll slide on that, never mind. This was just a case for him just to prove that he's right. Can't say that he's done much in many times recently to kind of outgrown that old style of his. You cannot take a speech or make a speech about Luke without mentioning his passion for cars. I think everyone here knows he has a pretty big passion for cars.
I don't know it.
Anyone who knows him knows that in his early years he would devote all of his time and his money into cars. I'm going to see if I can get them right, but I imagine I'm going to get a few wrong. There's been quite a few. I mean, firstly, there's the multiple Renault Clios.
Yeah, I did.
I can't even count how many you had to begin with. I mean, there was the one which you managed to roll the car somehow.
Yes. Yeah.
And thankfully you didn't, hurt yourself or anyone else. And you called, Simon here to come and help you. That was a good time, I'm sure.
Great.
How do I get out of this situation? You had your Renault Clio Sport 182. I mean, that was your probably first true taste of speed, that car. And I know that was a car that likely fueled your passion for cars. That was the one. I mean, that car itself, amongst those who were close to you at the time, was a big sort of fuel for all of us to really enjoy cars together. You had multiple S3s, your Toyota GT86, and many Evos, one of which I've just found some brave news about, which I won't share. If you want to find out, speak to Luke later.
That wasn't me.
Just to clarify, it wasn't Luke. During this time, you also had a few other Clio run around, just to make sure you got round. You seemed to have a bit of a soft spot for the Clios, didn't you? Although you did like to complain about them being French many times. And finally you landed on your new Audi A4, which has been the car that you've had the longest. Kind of shocked all of us. Normally 6 months was the longest you'd ever have for a car. But without a doubt, it's due to Stacey why you have this car. Now, me and Stacey, we had a pretty interesting first meet, I will say. Luke wanted to introduce Stacey to us. There's a small group of us together she wanted to introduce. And unfortunately, Stacey's first meeting of me wasn't the best. She saw a very drunk young boy at the time, either trying to climb into a washing machine, don't ask me why, either that, or with this young man or young boy at the time, sitting in a hallway crying, cuddling a cute little Jack Russell called Lola. What a great first impression that was. Blimey. Fast forward a few months, and we all started drinking together a bit more. It was here when I made the mistake of thinking that maybe Stacey wasn't right for Luke. How naive, irresponsible and wrong I was. Who was I to decide where two people's hearts lie? In time, I began to know the true Stacey, the considerate, kind, funny and intelligent woman that she's going to be. How happy I am to have been so wrong about Stacey. Given this then, it's been evident that both Luke and Stacey have developed, grown and complemented each other to no end over the many years together. Stacey has provided Luke with a sense of ease, belonging and compassion he needed to settle. Gone are his days of changing cars every few months and needing to be proved right. He's calmed, realised the man that he's grown to be, whilst also maintaining a healthy relationship with his family. Equally, Luke has provided Stacey with a sense of comfort, security and love, even during the hardest times life has a habit of throwing at you. So, what a blessing it is to be here today with everyone here, sharing this joyous occasion. True blessing. The outward commitment that Luke and Stacey are presenting to all of us here today. I'm sure we all wish nothing but love and prosperity for them both. And I personally would like to bless you both and wish you nothing but prosperity and love. So if anyone has a drink and they want to stand if you wish, or just raise a toast, I would like to raise a toast to Luke and Stacey. Cheers. Over to Luke.
Hello. I was going to completely sort of wing this speech, but I'm now looking out here and thinking, maybe that's a bad idea, so I might read my actual script. But first of all, can we just get a round of applause for both Max and Mark for doing this? Honestly, I want to thank both of you so much for doing it. When we first decided what we were going to do for the wedding, there was a point where we were going to just do no speeches. We were like, oh, everyone's a bit scared to do speeches, we're not going to do them. And then we were like, oh, it might be a bit boring if we don't do any speeches. So I was like, fine, okay, I'll do a speech, and because mine's the easier one, right? And then I was like, maybe we should just do the traditional 3 speeches. And both Mark and Max were kind enough to say, yeah, okay, we'll do speeches. And yeah, I guess like I said, I probably do have a slightly easier one because I at least know 99% of you here. Maybe there's like the 1 or 2 of you that I don't know. So if you don't, hello. I'm Luke, I'm the groom. So So maybe it is easier if you don't know people. But yeah. Anyway, plus the one thing that is nice is when I was designing this speech is I could just do it in Excel. I could just have one column for just who am I thanking, second column for what am I thanking them for. Simple, right? I deal with spreadsheets every day. This is great. So honestly, for Max and Mark to get up here in front of everyone and do it, it's been amazing. So thank you both. So, starting with the first row of my spreadsheet, I want to thank everyone that's been part of the background. So what I mean by that is everyone that's here at the Vere who's been helping with the venue, because let's be honest, if we didn't have this venue, trying to fit all of you in our 2-bedroom house would have been a bit of a squeeze. So especially Stacey's dress might have been a bit of an issue going down our hallway, but yeah, so this space has obviously helped out a lot with that. I want to thank Stuart and Amy for doing photos and video, because even though you signed a piece of paperwork that says you're legally married, pretty sure if you don't upload it to Facebook, it's not real, right? So we have to do that at least. And then Becky, who isn't here, but who did all the styling that you see here, because again, I'm not very artistic. And while Stacey might have tried to do it, she would have stressed herself out a lot, and it was like, it's just easier if we pay someone else to do it, right? So we just went with that. And then finally, I want to thank Carol for making the cake, because again, I can't bake, so I guess somebody else to do it. And then moving on, I want to thank Stacey's mum, Marilyn. You have brought up an amazing girl that I'm now happy to say is my wife. And for people that are not aware, before me and Stacey purchased our first house, we lived with Marilyn for about 4 years. And it was quite quick, to be fair. I think we only met like twice, and then Stacey was like, do you want to come move in? And I was like, sure. So yeah, Marilyn was really accommodating with that. She was great. And hopefully, I wasn't a bad house guest. So thank you very much from both of us.
No, you are.
Stacey's dad, Mark. Without you, Stacey wouldn't be who she is. And it was pretty intimidating to start with, I'm going to be honest. When you get told that Stacey's dad is a 6-foot ex-army, and when you're my height, you're a bit like, okay, this could go slightly wrong. But no, it was really great. And talking about your story about Stace, I've got an interesting one to add on here. So I didn't have this planned in my speech, but we might as well say this. So the other week, Stace thought it was a great idea to tell me that we had a meeting with the photographer, and it was at 7 p.m. on a Friday. And I came home from work because she told me to, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine, we'll go for the speech for the talk thing. And then we were there for about half an hour waiting for the phone call, and I was like, we're not expecting a phone call. So he's like, yeah, he just hasn't phoned yet, I was like, we got the right date. And lo and behold, she had the wrong week. So there we go, this is normal Stacey. And yeah, don't worry, your threat was loud and clear in the speech. It's always on my mind, don't worry. Next, I want to move on to my mum and dad. I want to thank you both for everything you've done for me. I find myself always thinking how fortunate I am to have you both as parents. I had an amazing upbringing, and that was all down to you both. While we don't always agree eye to eye on everything, but let's be honest, nobody does, I still respect both of you fully, and I know you both respect me. And I hope that I can take the lessons I've learned from you, from growing up, and hope that I can put that into my own family in the future. While writing this speech, I wasn't exactly sure where the best place to put this is. But I think after talking about both Stacey's parents and my parents, I think now is the right time to talk about the people that we unfortunately couldn't have come today. So people that are no longer with us. So I'd like to acknowledge them now and say Clive and Denise, who is Mark's parents, Malcolm and Elizabeth. I was going to say Lizzie then. That's the dog. I'm sure they would have both been honestly beaming to see Stace come down the aisle today. They would have been so proud to see you. Dale, who unfortunately passed away only in September, who was going to originally come, he too would have honestly loved to see you stay. My mum's parents, Pauline and Terence Beard, I'm sure they would have been proud of me, honestly, taking this next step in my life, or us taking this next step in our life. And for anyone that knew my granddad, when we get to the dancing later on, he would have been non-stop on that dance floor, I can tell you that. He loved his dancing. And then last but not least, as Mark mentioned in his speech, Stacey's twin sister Tara. I think Mark did a great job talking about Tara. And I think if Tara was here today, she would have been absolutely loving it. And she probably would have been as stressed as Stacey is, and also trying to kick me into gear and make sure everything goes well. But, yeah. We do miss all these people, and I don't have many toasts, if any, planned in my speech. But I think if I'm ever going to do one, I think this is the right time to do it. So if you could now raise a toast with me, can we please raise a toast for those we love but have lost? As I said, it isn't exactly easy having a somber moment in your speech, but I feel like it is important. And now we must transition. So, bridesmaids. Stacey's sister Kira, my sister Annabelle, and Stacey's friend Kiara. You all look wonderful, and thank you for being Stacey's bridesmaids today and helping her out. Kira, as I said about your mum, Marilyn, you two were kind enough to let me stay, and so I really, really appreciate that. I think we both do. Annabelle, like I said about Mum and Dad, I also feel fortunate to have you as a sister. Some siblings don't get on, but I honestly don't really remember a time that we didn't get on. And I think that's absolutely great, so thank you. Kiara, thank you for being a great friend to Stacey and helping her out with her wedding, while also sorting your own one out. For anyone that doesn't know, Kiara and Jackie are getting married in July. And it's my great pleasure to say you're all also invited to that. No, I'm joking. But honestly, I am looking forward to your wedding. Because as you can probably tell from us two, it's been pretty stressful. So we're just going to be able to watch on from the sidelines and be like, yeah, we know that stress. So we'll just chill out this time. But yeah, thank you very much. To my groomsmen, obviously Max, my best man, and then Ollie and Nick. Thank you for being groomsmen. I'm fortunate enough to say that I have a strong group of friends, and it was quite hard picking between them. But to have you three, I knew that you were the ones I wanted because I have the strongest memories with you three, and I'm hoping that we can carry on and create strong memories going forwards. Max, as I said earlier, I really appreciate you doing the speech and for being a great help with the wedding over the last year. And then, yeah, finally, I want to thank everyone here in attendance. Thank you for being here, even if it's been really nerve-wracking for us. You were the people we wanted to celebrate it with, so thank you very much. Oh, hang on, sorry, I got to put a score for Stace, haven't I? I'm joking. It even says in my speech, annoy Stace. So, yeah. So, Stacey. Thanks for coming, mate. Really appreciate it. No, honestly, I am joking. Stacey, we've been waiting such a long time for this. Like, we've been together for 7 years. And I know what some of you are thinking. Why is it taking that long? Well, yeah, okay, all right. Well, I tell you what, have you guys seen the housing market? It's really expensive. So, yeah, we decided we had to do that first. And then finally, a couple of years later, we now can do this. And it's been absolutely amazing. It is going to take me a while to get used to calling you my wife, and even saying Stacey Papps. Actually, to be honest, that is the first time I've said it, so that is going to be very weird. Stacey, you look absolutely beautiful today, and I am so proud to call you my wife. I've enjoyed all the years we've had together. Almost the entire period of my adult life has been with you by my side, and I couldn't think of anyone else I'd want. And I can't wait to make many more memories with you going forwards. Stacey, Louise, Papps, I love you. Lots and lots and lots. Right, no, that is actually really nice.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce for the first time as a married couple, it is Mr. and Mrs. Papps.
Didn't know that I'd fall so hard, then my feet left the ground. Gravity don't make no sense when you're around. I come up against myself when demons in my head get loud. I don't know how you do it, but you turn them down. I slip and wonder who I'd be if I never found you and you never found me. Well, I don't wanna see. So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. And when you open your eyes, I'll be there by your side. I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you. 'Cause your love is biblical, biblical, it's biblical. If you ever go to pieces, fall between the thunder clouds, I will put you back together. I won't let you down. I slip and wonder what I'd do if you never found me and I never found you. I don't know what I'd do. So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I wanna have it all with you. I wanna have it all with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, for any people class, you can please join them on the dance hall.
I'll be there by your side. I wanna have it all with you. I wanna
more time, keep your hands together, make some noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. Papps.